Hello and welcome to Astro Mercenaries Loadout and Combat Training. Today we were going to be talking to you about what kits or what armor and weapons you should be taking out into the field while you're doing bunkers or any other kind of FPS activity. We may give you a few tips and tricks on how to survive out there as well, but this is your orientation training for Astro Mercenaries Loadout and FPS training. Okay? Well, thank you FPS training. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining in on us today. Today, we are going to be doing some real quick and easy, short little recommendations because there is no real answer to what to bring. Do you bring your whitey tighties and go in naked? Or do you bring in all the heavy armor in the world and look like a juggernaut? Um, there's no real answer, but there are recommendations, so feel free to take some recommendations from this video. And since this will be on YouTube, do make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go over a few things. Like I said, I'm going to make this quick and easy. We're not going to go too insane with this one and make it nice and simple. So I am at a bunker. The enemies are dying because it is a friendly bunker with security guards. But don't mind that. I just want to use the bunkers for tips and stuff. What we're going to go over today. Oh, um, I wanted to get a nice little screenshot because that does look nice, right? With him in the background like that. Okay. Looks beautiful. Okay, anyways, what we're going to go over today, guys, is some tips and tricks on what to bring with you into FPS combat, right? So I'm going to start with the simple things, okay? Yes, you can go in with whatever you want, but here's my recommendations. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy armor, it doesn't really matter. Whatever floats your boat in that regard, you can wear light armor to be quick and nimble, but you will take damage easier. You could go medium armor for a little bit of a mixture, or you can go heavy armor. So examples of things is what I'm currently wearing. There's also this guy here. He's a nice little volunteer of the program. He is wearing heavy armor, as you can see. And even heavy armor will not keep you alive. As you can see, it didn't keep him alive. It could have possibly helped him a little bit because he did take a lot of bullets before he died, but eventually he still died. So that's an option. I wanted to flip him around for you guys so you can see. But yes, heavy armor can do well. It also holds a lot more ammo in its belt, and it also allows you to carry a bigger backpack, right? So speaking of backpacks, that's the next part that we can talk about here is backpacks. So backpacks are not necessary, but they do help you hold your load. As you can see, you could have some tiger claws and plenty of ammo and drinks and all kinds of stuff, and even put your helmet into your backpack if you have enough space. That is the benefit of wearing something like heavy armor here in the background, where you can carry a heavy backpack and put loads and loads and loads of stuff in it. But nonetheless, today I am wearing light armor. That is just because that's what I chose, that's what I put on, and it looks good, right? With the side note of having a medium helmet on, because I found this in a bunker yesterday, and I'm like, it's gold, it's my helmet, I'm putting it on. So there you go. So let's talk about, we've talked about armor, now let's talk about what goes on the armor, right? Okay, so no matter what you do, kind of like we talked about in our medical training, you should always have a multi-tool. Okay, and this multi-tool, honestly, you don't need any other attachments when you're doing combat or really just anytime unless you're going to go mining. Um, you only need the tractor beam attachment. So always make sure you have your tractor beam attachment in your multi-tool. Your rescue wrangler, make sure you have that. Having some med pens on your side is always helpful because it is much quicker to heal yourself using med pens than using a med gun. This is for healing yourself. It's much quicker to heal yourself with med pens than using the med gun. I have a Tiger Claw on my side. I think that's just because I was trying to clear some crime stats the other day. You don't have to have the Tiger Claw on your side. It's just there. Um, so then you should always have a med gun, right? Always have a med gun so you could heal yourself, take care of injuries, or heal your comrades and stuff. Okay? So then you should always have a paramed refill on your chest piece so that you can quickly reload your med gun if it runs out of gel. The rest of your chest piece should be set for ammo of your choice, whatever gun you're using. We'll get into weapons in just a second. Having a nice sidearm on your side is not necessarily needed, but it can be helpful and can save you in times of need when you're out of other ammo. So always make sure to just bring a sidearm just because. So, next let's talk about what everyone is always interested in, right? What weapons to bring, okay? So there's lots of different options for this, right? And I'll give you a few options, and we'll let the dead guy here talk about his options as well. No, maybe we won't. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to step into the ship. So now I have the ship's inventory, okay? So let's talk about loadout. On our back here, we have the brand new Luminalia Demico, right? And the Demico is kind of a mid-range gun. It can kind of take care of long and medium range. So that's why I have this Demico on and I have nothing else on. Because just having the Demico on, this is for bunkers when you're doing PvE content, not PvP. When you're doing PvE content, it's okay to bring just one gun. Because if you just bring this one gun, that gives me room to put a second gun on my back if I find a cool gun I want to bring home. It even gives me an option to bring home two guns if I want to have two guns on my back and one gun in my hand. So that gives me the ability to bring home two guns of my choice while I'm doing bunkers if I so choose to. Sorry for the blurriness there. I don't know why it's going so blurry. Anyways, so that is one option. Now make sure you bring backup ammo in your backpack or in your chest or leg slots so that when you run out of ammo, you can replace your belt with more ammo. And since I'm wearing light armor, this specific light armor piece only allows me to have 4 sets of things on my chest. So bringing extra ammo in my backpack is very important when you're wearing light armor. Very, very important when you're wearing light armor. When you're wearing heavy armor, you can carry a lot more ammo on you. And you can carry up to like sometimes 8, even 9 sets of ammo. The AI does not hold that much. But you can carry up to a lot of ammo on your belt if you're wearing heavy armor. So that's another benefit of wearing heavy armor, to hold a bunch of ammo on your waist. But then again, you move slower and whatnot, but you also get the heavy backpack that could hold a whole lot more of things. Look at all the stuff that the AI keeps in their backpack. Pretty crazy, right? Yeah? No? Maybe? Okay. Beautiful. So next we'll move on to our next options of loadout, right? The stuff that goes on your waist, on your pants, should always be the same. Always a multi-tool, always med pens, always med gun, always pistol. Whatever pistol of your choice, it doesn't matter, but you should always have those. On your chest, where you hold your backpack and your weapons and your ammo and stuff, there are options, okay? So if you don't feel like, if you're going into more of a serious combat situation, you should always bring 2 guns, right? So therefore, you can bring things like a long range gun and a short range gun, okay? So here on my back now, I now have the P6 and the Custodian, right? So here, camera view, thank you. Maybe the camera view is just a little bit too zoomed in. There we go. Okay, so now we have the P6, right? The P6 is a beautiful long-range sniper. I do not have a long-range scope on it, but you can always carry spare scopes on you. I actually think I forgot them, but this guy should have spare scopes on him in his backpack. He does not. It does not seem. But you could always bring spare scopes with you to swap out different types of scopes. So you could have more of a long-range scope and more of a short-range scope. But nonetheless, the P6 is a monster at long range and medium range. But it does fall short at close range. So that is why I bring in an SMG like the Custodian to take care of the small short-range combat. And therefore, I have all lengths of the field covered. So that is a awesome weapon combination you can do. Of course, it doesn't have to be these 2 specific weapons. It can be weapons of the same caliber and do the same things. Another choice that you can do, because of the max lift tractor beam, is you can always just run one weapon and a tractor beam now, and that allows you to carry bigger things. But this is more of just like if you're a utility guy and you know you're going to be moving boxes and whatnot. So if you're going to be moving big boxes, it's always important to bring yourself a max lift. That's really about it when it comes to changing out weapons, loadouts, and things like that, guys. That's as simple as I can make it. Make it really easy for you guys. Other things to keep in mind, like I said, is bringing up backups of things. Crypto keys are very important. The tiger claws are very important. You don't need this many of them. I just happened to pick a few of them up on the last couple of bunkers I was doing, so I have more than I normally do. But I usually always carry 2 tiger claws on me, so I can quickly take down a comma ray or take out or clear a crime stat if need be. Or if a ally gets a crime stat or something, I can pass it to them because they didn't bring them themselves. You see what I'm going here? We need to have everyone kitted up and ready to go. On top of that, you always bring your spare ammo for your Demico and your Coda, whatever pistol you're wearing. And I even have the ammo for the P6 and the Custodian here because that's was part of this video. I don't need these P6 ammos and my Custodian ammo if I'm not currently having them equipped. So I can put all that stuff away if need be. The spare multi-tool and more tiger claws just happened to be there because of bunkers I was running. So yes. Then you need drinks. Always bring a fair amount of drinks so that you have those as well. That way if you get thirsty or hungry, you are covered. Spare medical gel is always necessary as well, just in case you go through all your medical gel. And extra med pens doesn't hurt as well. That's about all I have for showing you guys on things that you can improve your kit with. Now let's go show you a few tips and tricks maybe in the bunker to keep you alive. One other thing that I'm trying to get done here, there's only one enemy left in the bunker, is I can show you, you can put your helmets in your backpack if you have enough room. So that is why you bring a backpack, to put helmets in your backpack. You don't need to do that. Like I said, it's not necessary or anything like that, but it can be helpful. Now let's move in to the bunker itself. As you can see here, I have 31 ammo out of 300 because I do not have a full clip at the moment. The reason I don't have a full clip is because in this game you can't reload, like the magazines. I said the clips on purpose just to get people to comment on the video. The magazines that are in this game, you cannot reload them without it just being a whole new magazine that you grab. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know when you're playing Call of Duty and you fire 5 bullets, you reload it now you got a whole new magazine, but those 5 bullets that you used apparently got refilled automatically with new stuff. That doesn't happen in this game, so you have to use your whole magazine to be efficient. So I tend to hold my magazine all the way down till it hits 0. If your magazine is starting to get low, right? So like now my magazine's only at 9. I'm kind of worried that I'm not going to be able to kill this final guy with just 9 bullets. So in that case, I'm going to mag dump and reload so that my bullets, I used every single bullet in my magazine and I don't have spare magazines sitting around doing nothing. The AI have finished out the bunker for me, and another proof of showing that bunkers do currently work in 3.22. Thank you, security guards, for doing my job for me. Much appreciated in helping out in the Astro Mercenary orientation video. You are much appreciated. Thank you. I still don't need the enemies to show you what I'm going to be doing. So, I showed you about mag dumping. That is one nice little tip. There's also all these containers, right, that you can loot and stuff, and that's how you get all the extra stuff. But, as you're going into a bunker, you're coming down this elevator, right? This is going to be for PvE training only. This, I mean, you could take some of this and use it for PvP, but this is mostly for PvE training. When you come down the bunker, there's usually not people here in this first little room, but sometimes when things get absolutely crazy and there's infinite spawning enemies on some of the harder missions, they can come all the way back here. So when you're coming down the elevator, if you're on an infinite spawning mission and you're coming back to revive somebody, or you died and you're coming back to get your body, make sure you do take cover behind one of these walls as you're coming down, and you can even tilt by pressing Q or E to tilt in your respective directions so that you can hide behind a cover and try to help you survive a little bit longer as they try to storm you at the elevator. But usually that doesn't happen. So one thing you can always do is always be behind cover when you're going to clear bunkers. Always. There's plenty of cover around all the bunkers and all the spots you can take cover in. So do be aware to always be behind cover. As you can see here, just in the very beginning, I can cover behind this and have some nice shots at enemies while being behind this cover. And if I ever am taking damage or whatnot, there's not very much room for them to hit me. Let's see if I can get, you see, there's not very much room for them to hit me if I'm behind this cover. And if I'm taking serious damage, I can always crouch, and then they can't hit me at all. Then you can move from cover to cover, from cover to cover, and from cover to cover to get better lines of shots and to keep yourself safe from cover to cover. Different layouts of different bunkers, there might be different routes on doing this, but as long as you stay safe and stay behind covers, you can catch the elevators and get a nice little shot there on the elevator, and you can also get clear shots across the walkways here from covers. Then you can move to a different one, and you would sprint, be like, okay, I'm safe, there's nobody in this area, and you can watch and use this wall as cover for both ways. Then you could sprint to your next cover location and continue to work your way through by staying behind cover. All the way through, you stay behind cover. That should be a very obvious tip, but some people don't do that. And if you're running solo, it's much more important to stay behind these cover walls than if you're running with people. You see how I'm just taking cover everywhere again. Of course, when you're in different layered bunkers, there's different routes of doing this, but the concept is the same. You see, even the security guard is taking note of the situation. Thank you, Mr. Security Guard. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Mind you, I hope the rest of you guys are having wonderful days. And that's about it, what I'm going to show here. Like, obviously I didn't do any combat here, but this was more, like I said, a loadout kit orientation. If you're looking for combat tutorials and things like that, stay tuned for more, or check out previous videos where we have taken out multiple bunkers and lots of other things. So that will be that, guys. I told you I wanted to make this video simple and short, nice and sweet. You guys have loadout information about what guns you should take. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the guns that I have taken out on this mission, but it's the general concept of having long range, medium range, and short range guns, and always having your multi-tool and med gun and med pens, along with spare ammo. So if you are already doing this kind of thing, because it's not exactly rocket science, then congratulations, you have already been doing a great job in the verse. If not, and you are here for Astro Mercenaries orientation, well, thank you for joining in on this video, and much appreciated for you taking your time and smashing that like button. Thank you guys very much. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I make a video every single day. We also live stream most nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for all of your time and all of your support. You guys are super awesome. I'm sorry if these videos are kind of fun making and whatnot. So stay tuned for the next training session next week when it is, I'm not sure. I think the schedule says box moving. I don't know. Maybe it is box moving. Maybe it's not. But yeah, I'm out of things to say, so I'm rambling now and I'm wasting time. But that's going to be the end of this one, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Astro signing off, and you have now completed FPS Loadout and combat training for the Astro Mercenaries. I hope you have a wonderful day, and adios, guys. What up? It's Astro Manny here, back with another video. No, okay, it's over. Have a good day, guys. Adios.